Alrighty then, Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 849, Writing Through Health Issues. When you have health issues, they pop up, and you have to accept that what worked before may not necessarily work now. So in a trial and error kind of way, you have to find what works for you. First, you have to make the commitment. Yes, I am going to keep writing. Once you do that, then it actually gets easier because, okay, I'm going to do writing. Do you have to lie on your stomach on the floor? Do you have to lay down in your bed propped up with pillows? Do you have to sit, stand? Do you have to get a standing desk? What are some different ways to get those words? Can you narrate? You get a new Claude AI narration kind of thing or some other device to narrate. Maybe different than what you're used to. However, we just talked about it's different. So your body is not cooperating. So how can you work around those limitations? Find something. Try all different kinds of ways to get those words down because the words are still in there. Just got to get them out. So lots of trial and error, whether it's narration, whether it's typing, whether it's one finger typing, whether it's talking into your phone, all different kinds of ways to get the words. May not be optimal with what you're used to, but now you're broken. So how do you work with that kind of break in your system? It's also important to turn off distractions. Once you're in a different situation, you'll have different distractions. So how can you remove those to focus on how can I get words in the best way? What is the best time to get them? Is it right after you get up? Is it right before you go to bed? Is it the middle of the day? Do you need 5 cups of coffee first before? But then do that. Get into that kind of routine where if you have to drink all this coffee before you can start, then do that. Or you take your medications. I got a ton of meds that I take every morning. Certain processes don't kick in until the meds kick in and I can breathe okay. And so like an hour or 2 hours after I get up, that's when I start thinking the best. That's when I do a 5-minute focus. But so what works for me may not work for you, but you need to check on what works for you. That's what the trial and error is all about. Take a look, understand your biorhythms. Where are you at your best during the day? And turn off those distractions, focus in on getting the words. What's the right time? What's the right situation? What are the right physical limitations? Like are you at your desk? Are you at a table? Are you standing up? Are you walking around outside? So find out what impacts you the least in order to get those words. Focus on that. After you've made the commitment, once again, go back. You have to have that commitment because if you're not committed on get words, then you're not going to get them. Commit to getting the words if that's what you want to do. Even if it comes slower than what you had before, things change. Situation has changed. You are now broken in some way. Maybe you'll get over it in a month, a week, 2 months, doesn't matter. What's the new process? And you can power through it and you'll get what you need. And when you get to the end of it, you'll think, hey, I did that. I was able to do that with these limitations, with these restrictions. It'll make you better, make you stronger, and show that you're committed to the process of getting the words. I think your readers will appreciate that. They understand when things happen, and they understand when you work to surmount those challenges. Not just a mountain in your way. It's just a speed bump because you're still on the highway and you're still going forward. Keep that, do that, commit, trial and error, find what works for you within the biorhythms of your day. Peace, fellow humans.